morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you all today? It is Wednesday today. I did not speak to you yesterday. I had a show, but we will talk about that after I show you today's bag. So, I'm not sure. Well, we must all have an era that we really are drawn to. Myself, I seem to be drawn to elements of different eras, and today's element of the 70s is absolutely up my street, mainly because it's suede, and you know how I feel about suede. But it is a very structured bag, and I like this kind of structure. Look at how beautiful this bag is. So you have got a few things going on here. You've got a body of suede, and then there is some leather. The gusset is leather. The side panels are leather. And it is all velvet inside. The crease points are excellent. No cracking or breaking there, which is fairly typical for these flap over bags. But check out the interior. Look at all these pockets. You've got a slip pocket there, a zipper pocket, a compartment, a divider with a zipper pocket, a compartment, and a compartment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap. And this bag was made by Canadian Leathercraft. Oh, I called it Mastercraft. I'm going to have to change my listing. Canadian Leathercraft, Trenton, Ontario, Canada. So, it is an absolute beauty. The strap drop is not huge, but very comfortable as a crossbody. Little, maybe this much lower would be optimal for me. But as we know, I have the boobalas, and that will lift anything up. They're like, what's that, the 401 rescue or whatever it is, and they put the airbags under the truck and pump them up to lift them. That's what's going on. The fun bags are lifting the bag. So this is a beauty. It absolutely screams winter, fall. It screams vintage, and it also screams quality. If it was bigger, I wouldn't be selling it. So, and I am not a big one for shoulder bags of this nature, but I would be keeping it if it was bigger. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love suede. I just love it. And suede, sorry to point at you all, is huge for 2024. I watched a couple of videos the other day on what's trending for 2024 fashion-wise, and I was tickled pink to see that suede is making a comeback in pants and jackets and bags and all kinds of stuff. So, you know your girl has a bunch of suede in her Etsy shop, right? So, that is today's bag. I didn't talk to you yesterday because I had a show. Well, let me tell you how my day went. So, first of all, I get there and the tables are just like cafe tables that they've put together, and they're so wide. They are not optimal for setting up because the purses are so far away, and it looks like that I don't have a lot of stock. So that was the first thing. The second thing was it just wasn't that busy. I mean, I did make a little bit of money. I had to wear a mask, which I get that, but the hot flashes just scream. They come 150 miles an hour as soon as I put a mask on. And then as I was packing up to leave, oh no, I got a message that my show tomorrow is canceled. So here we go. And then as I was leaving, the receptionist came up to me with a receipt book saying, you know that there's a fee for today. And I'm like, no. She goes, yes, it's $33. I don't do shows that charge money. Christmas bazaars and things like that are a little different, but I don't do day-to-day shows that charge. I mean, I'm a recreational therapist. I have done the job of having these vendors come in, entertainers, whatever. I am entertainment for the residents. That's how I feel about it. I am an activity for their residents to participate in. They don't pay me, but I certainly am not going to pay them. And yeah, so I just left, which is not me, but I was so frustrated that I offered her $20. I said, listen, I didn't make enough money for you to take a quarter of what I earned. And I said, I'll give you $20. Oh, I've got to check with so-and-so. So I continued packing up, and she was checking with so-and-so, and I just left. I emailed Nicole, the young girl that set it up for me. So I went back in my emails, and we communicated. We agreed a day. We agreed a time. And I told her I would confirm with her closer to the date. And then there was a follow-up email that was sent in the evening one of the days saying, oh, I forgot that there's a $30 vendor fee. And I did respond okay, but I have no recollection of reading that email at all. And I would have canceled it because I don't make enough money. My girlfriend sells everything. She sells scarves and jewelry, and I've got some black. I had to do a little bit of work on the edging on the bag that I listed today, so obviously it hasn't quite dried yet. So my girlfriend sells all kinds of stuff, and I mean, she made $1,300. So if you're making that kind of money, $33 is nothing. But when you're making a couple of $100, $33 is a lot of money out of that money. So anyway, I emailed Nicole, and I explained to her what happened, and I will go back and pay it just because I am not that kind of person. But it's not going to be on the top of my list of things to do, and I won't be back there. So I won't be back at any shows. I had a show tomorrow, as I said, that has canceled because of COVID. She asked me if I wanted to reschedule. I said, listen, I'm going to leave it till the spring. Doing shows in the winter is just too up and down. And as I said, I'm not planning on doing shows anymore anyway. So I have my last session with Megan today. And I get in my car this morning to head to the gym, and the check engine light is on. This year has been a love-hate relationship. Obviously, this year I got married and we went to the East Coast, and all of that was absolutely spectacular. But the bullshit with the house, the car issues, the financial stuff, it's just getting to be too much for me. I'm coming out in bumps and lumps, and I'm itchy everywhere, and I am just so stressed. I know it could be much worse. I do. I opened up my Facebook this morning, and there is a message from somebody in my community desperate for help, has been laid off. EI, I guess, is not playing ball with her anymore because this is her third layoff this year, which I don't understand. If it's legit, there's always more to the story. I appreciate. But the gist of it is I know it could be a lot worse. But I am struggling with all the changes in my life. My financial footprint is completely different. I'm starting to lose some of the little bits and pieces of help that I used to get because my own income was so low. Now that I am married, you don't think about that stuff. Not that it would have stopped me from getting married, but I maybe would have planned things out a little differently. Yeah, I guess it is just something that you're so wrapped up in getting married and all the wonderfulness of it that you don't think about the ramifications after the fact. And, when you're in that middle income bracket, you don't make enough to be not having to worry about it. And you don't make little enough that you get extra help. you're in that middle bracket where you don't get help with anything. And that's kind of where I am now. When I was on my own, I had such a low income that I would get little bits of, $10 off my hydro, $20 off this, and it all helped. And it's all now gone away. And I mean, Pius and I, we split the bills, and then he does his thing financially. I do mine. Certainly not how I did it when I was married before, but I'm okay with it this way. Pius has a lot of expenses. I didn't have any. Outside of my mortgage, I don't have car payments. I don't have debt, so I have those payments. But I had it all kind of working. Now I would still be in the shit, because if the furnace had broken, I did have the money for the spray foam. If the car was doing what it's doing now, I would still be up the creek. So it's just, I am so unable to deal with the daily stresses of things changing that I'm just not sure. I mean, I've had to talk myself down off a ledge a few times today already. I was in the gym and I was like, I don't fucking want to be here today. But I did it because that makes it even worse. I've gained 12 pounds since this time last year, which isn't a lot, but my shape has really changed. So I am still working out. I am still doing all my weight training. I do 4 days now instead of 5, which I may need to do something about. I don't know. I guess I'm getting older, and that's what it comes down to. And I'm just not happy about it. So today I've got my last session with Megan. The check engine light came on my car. As I said, I do have it booked in next week for something else. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Pius is going to take me to meet Megan because he has his transport truck license test to do every 3 years or something. They have to redo it. So he has to do that by his birthday, which is coming up. So he said, I will take you because we're meeting at the library. And I will sit for the couple hours that you're there and I will study for my test. And I thought, oh, perfect. That works out. Tomorrow I had my show. That's not happening. Friday I have a dentist appointment, which is going to cost me a couple $100. And I'm kind of like, but I will get some of it back. I'm just not used to making this many financial decisions at once. And especially when I'm not making any money. It just, my little bits and pieces here and there are just not, you can't rely on it. And Pius is trying to tell me he's been in this position before. And I know he has. But when you've got a regular job, you've got a regular income and it's a good one, it does change it. You don't have that desperate feeling where you're like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And I know at the end of the day, I mean, he will come to the rescue with what he has. And I mean, Pius has a lot of expenses. So, it's not like he's got all kinds of money he can just say here. But I got to figure it out. I'm a big girl in lots of ways. So I got to figure it out. But anyway, so it's just, that's what's happening today. I am going to sign off now. And go and have a quick shower, get ready. Oh, before I do go, talking about finances and all the rest of it, Mr. Pius, I'm telling you, Santa came early to the Murray household. Oh, there goes today's bag. So, this I thrifted long time ago. I pick up anything like this when it's brand name. Kate Spade. Not a huge Kate Spade fan, but I like this little guy. And look what Santa brought. Here's me complaining about the world, and Santa came early. It is something I've never owned. I have never owned a brand new computer. And I've just never had it, and it is kind of cool. I didn't necessarily need a computer. I am extremely grateful for it. We were trying to figure out how I could use my phone more efficiently. And Pius made arrangements to meet up with my son at Best Buy to maybe get me a keyboard that I could use with my phone, a stand, whatnot. And this is what came home. So I am such a lucky girl, and I know that I am not, probably sounds ungrateful to be so stressed, but it's just all the changes. I just didn't really anticipate all the changes. And I guess I don't deal with change very well. I didn't think I was like that, but I guess I am. Anyway, everybody, hopefully today will be a better day. I'm going to firm up my project with Megan. I just still am stumbling on that shipping and pricing element. So hopefully she'll be able to help me with that. And then I'm going to hit the ground running. I think I'm actually going to do my first bag sale tomorrow. So that is the plan. So we shall see. We shall see. Have a great day, everybody. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.